Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome to a whole fresh week.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. A whole fresh week of learning, a whole fresh week of introspection, and a whole fresh week of learning to know our own self and trusting our own self. So today's recitation has been again a guidance. And actually, I am grateful to Ritu Talwar. Thank you, Ritu, for making it happen today because your question is a very valid question that happens to all of us. And the question was, why am I not able to connect to my inner voice? Or what is it that I'm not able to connect? So, yes, 3 days have passed. And today, as I was just sitting on it, it just came to me that yeah, we need to understand this a little bit better. Okay. So, what is it, that we need to do to trust the voice within? So, today, as I said, we are exploring something that every spiritual seeker encounters at some point in their journey. And that is the space between what we know and what we trust. Yeah. So, have you ever had a feeling deep within you that there is a knowing, a quiet certainty, and then 5 minutes later, your mind comes up with 30 questions about the same thought where you felt a certainty, you felt a knowing.
Yes.
You knew, you doubted. You felt it, but then you started analyzing it. You received maybe a message, a gift, a thought that came to you as what we talked about signs last week. So you received, and then you started negotiating. Negotiating means why, what, where, why me, why not me, etc. And before long, all the clarity that you had got, it goes, it's gone. Not because the guidance disappeared, but because the noise became louder than the whisper. So the whisper was the soul, but the noise, which kept getting louder and louder, was the mind. So from a spiritual perspective, the question is not that how do I ignore the logical mind? The deeper question is, how do I know whether the voice I'm hearing is my soul, my fear, my conditioning, or my intellect? This is the kind of turmoil that we go through. And because of that, many seekers spend years trying to silence the mind, only to discover that the mind was never the problem. The problem is giving the mind a role it was never meant to play. The mind, remember, is a wonderful servant. The soul is the guide. So when the servant starts giving directions, the confusion begins. Yeah? I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. Any thumbs up, etc., would be welcome to show that you're understanding. So, as I said, when the servant starts giving directions, the confusion begins. Where I feel you may be getting caught is in the thought based on the themes you often explore. And those themes are awakening, higher consciousness, inner guidance, chakra worked. So when you're exploring these themes, this is where you get caught. So your challenge is not a lack of intuition. A challenge is that you may be lacking complete trust in what you already know. Your inner voice whispers something, but the logical mind starts to ask, what if I'm wrong? What if this isn't a spiritual guidance? What if I make a mistake? What if others disagree? Now remember, this is not just about spiritual thoughts. It could be about anything, and then you start asking yourself these questions. Because a thought came to you, your mind, your soul told you something, your guidance told you something, and then for that moment you felt strong, and then suddenly all the noise starts. What if I'm wrong? What if it isn't guidance? What if I'm making a mistake? What about if others, don't agree with me? So remember this thought. The soul speaks once, and the mind starts a full kitty party or a committee meeting for the same thought. The soul gives one sentence, the mind converts it into a whole presentation or a whole drama. Yeah? So the one spiritual distinction that is there is that the soul and the mind feel very differently. The soul may say, this is the way. It is simple, quiet, non-dramatic. But the ego mind says, are you sure? Let's analyze. Let's compare. Let's see 3 more signs. How do I know this is the sign? Let's ask 10 more people. It's restless. The mind is always restless. Okay? The soul will never argue. But the mind never stops. Yeah? So there are certain attachments also, that are hidden in this whole game. Many spiritually aware people believe they are seeking certainty, a way of life. But spiritually, they are often seeking permission. The soul has already answered. The mind wants a guarantee. The universe rarely gives guarantees, it only gives invitations. Think about it. There may be a way that is shown. There may be a thought that tells you, let's take it in an example of, let's say, a job. You're not happy, you're just, unable to continue with it. And you want to change. And a guidance comes, go ahead, make a change. And you tell yourself, yes, I'm going to make a change. That's the invitation from the universe. But then the mind wants a guarantee. What will happen? Will I be secure there? Will I have the same working conditions? Will my colleagues be good? How will I manage this work? What if there are more challenges? So I'm safer here. So I refuse to move. Because I question myself only. Because of the whole, as I said, committee meeting and the kitty party meeting that was going on. So the mind will always keep giving the soul and the universe will always keep giving invitations, and the mind will want a constant guarantee, not knowing that it has a soul journey to fulfill. There's also a chakra perspective to this, to make it simpler for you to understand. This often happens when the third eye receives the guidance. But the solar plexus does not trust itself enough to act on it. The third eye says, I know. But the solar plexus says, yes, but what if, da 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 da. Get it? And then what happens? The energy gets stuck between knowing and doing or executing. Then the result feels like a confusion. But spiritually, what has happened is it is often unacted upon the knowing. So the knowing was there, you didn't act on it, so the confusion also happens. So think about it. If a simple message comes to you, ask yourself, does this thought create contraction or expansion? The soul usually brings clarity, spaciousness, gentleness, and a quiet sense of truth, even when the message is difficult. But the ego brings urgency, fear, pressure, over explanation, even when the message sounds spiritual. This is what happens. So, what is happening here? What may be lacking here is not intuition, not wisdom, not spirituality. Perhaps only this, that the willingness to trust the first sacred whisper before the second guessing begins. So the willingness to trust the first whisper is not there, and then second guessing starts. Your path actually may not be about hearing the inner voice more loudly. It may be about doubting it less. Get it? So just contemplate and think for a moment. What if the inner voice has been speaking clearly all along? What if the real lesson is not learning to hear it, but learning to trust it before the mind negotiates with it? Sometimes the answer arrives in silence long before it arrives in words. The soul knows, but the mind wants guarantees. And perhaps that is why we are here together today. Not to learn something new, but to remember something very ancient. What is that? It is the wisdom already living within us. Yeah? So let us begin today to understand this. Sit comfortably. Allow your spine to lengthen. Relax your shoulders. Gently close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath through your nose and exhale softly. Breathe in peace and breathe out effort. Breathe in trust and breathe out doubt. Breathe in presence and breathe out overthinking. Keep breathing in and breathing out. Notice how the breath never argues. It goes in, it comes out, no argument, it simply flows. The soul is very much like that, quiet, natural, unforced. Take another deep breath in and exhale completely. As you continue breathing naturally, allow yourself to imagine that with every inhale, you are drawing closer to your inner wisdom. And with every exhale, you are releasing the need to figure everything out. Just for now, you don't need answers. You don't need certainty. You don't need proof. You only need presence. Return to normal breathing now. Invoke your healing masters, healing guides, healing angels, your higher consciousness, radical consciousness, love consciousness, prosperity consciousness, your teachers, mentors, gurus, and guides. Seek their support, seek their guidance, seek their understanding, seek their partnership. Seek their blessings to help you. Allow yourself to breathe and believe in your inner voice, to trust it in such a way that your journey of life continues to be easier, happier, joyful. As you continue your journey to connect to the eternal consciousness and the prime resource energy. Collect all your personal thoughts wherever they are gathered in the universe, scattered in the universe. See them centering you, entering you. And when you feel centered and aligned, take another deep breath. And we start the recitation. Allow each of these affirmations to settle inside you with deep breathing taking a deep breath in before every affirmation. So let's begin. With soul's love, I trust the wisdom that already lives within me. With soul's love, I trust the wisdom that already lives within me. With soul's love, I trust the wisdom that already lives within me. With soul's love, my soul speaks softly and I am learning to listen. With soul's love, my soul speaks softly and I am learning to listen. With soul's love, my soul speaks softly, and I am willing to listen. With soul's love, I release the need to analyze every message I receive. With soul's love, I release the need to analyze every message I receive. With soul's love, I release the need to analyze every message I receive. With soul's love, I honor the sacred whisper within. With soul's love, I honor the sacred whisper within. With soul's love, I honor the sacred whisper within. With soul's love, I trust my inner knowing. With soul's love, I trust my inner knowing. With soul's love, I trust my inner knowing. With soul's love, I allow clarity to rise within me naturally. With soul's love, I allow clarity to rise within me naturally. With soul's love, I allow clarity to rise within me naturally. With soul's love, I release the fear disguised as logic. With soul's love, I release the fear disguised as logic. With soul's love, I release the fear disguised as logic. With soul's love, I am safe to trust myself. With soul's love, I am safe to trust myself. With soul's love, I am safe to trust myself. With soul's love, I release the need for guarantees. With soul's love, I release the need for guarantees. With soul's love, I release the need for guarantees. With soul's love, I choose trust over overthinking. With soul's love, I choose trust over overthinking. With soul's love, I choose trust over overthinking. With soul's love, my soul knows the way forward. With soul's love, my soul knows the way forward. With soul's love, my soul knows the way forward. With soul's love, I welcome guidance with openness and grace. With soul's love, I welcome guidance with openness and grace. With soul's love, I welcome guidance with openness and grace. With soul's love, I allow intuition to guide my next step. With soul's love, I allow intuition to guide my next step. With soul's love, I allow intuition to guide my next step. With soul's love, I am connected to my highest wisdom. With soul's love, I am connected to my highest wisdom. With soul's love, I am connected to my highest wisdom. With soul's love, every breath brings me closer to my truth. With soul's love, every breath brings me closer to my truth. With soul's love, every breath brings me closer to my truth. With soul's love, I trust what resonates deeply within me. With soul's love, I trust what resonates deeply within me. With soul's love, I trust what resonates deeply within me. With soul's love, my inner guidance grows stronger each day. With soul's love, my inner guidance grows strong each day. With soul's love, my inner guidance grows stronger each day. With soul's love, I recognize that divine wisdom flows through me effortlessly. With soul's love, I recognize that divine wisdom flows through me effortlessly. With soul's love, I recognize that divine wisdom flows through me effortlessly. With soul's love, I surrender to the wisdom of my soul. With soul's love, I surrender to the wisdom of my soul. With soul's love, I surrender to the wisdom of my soul. Take a moment. Allow these words to settle like seeds falling in fertile soil. Remember, not every seed will bloom immediately, but every seed receives, and every seed remembers. Take another deep breath in and gently exhale. Once again, breathe in trust, exhale doubt, breathe in faith, exhale fear, breathe in surrender, exhale resistance. Notice what has softened, what is feeling lighter. Notice what no longer needs solving. See each affirmation and the learning today settling in each cell, fiber, muscle, tissue, organ, and systems of the body, and the mind, and the soul. And now, let us just understand what inner guidance and inner self has to say to you. Perhaps the challenge was never hearing it. Perhaps the challenge was trusting it. Think about it. The soul often gives us a single sentence, a simple nudge, a simple feeling, a quiet knowing. And we allow the mind to start asking, what if? Are you sure? Maybe I should wait. Maybe I need another sign. Maybe I should ask someone else. And before we know it, we are no longer listening to our guidance. We are listening to fear, which is whispering through the costume of wisdom. Fear often sounds urgent. Truth rarely does. Fear pushes. Truth invites. Fear creates contraction. Truth creates expansion. So when the next time guidance arrives, place a hand on your heart and take a breath and ask yourself, does this feel like pressure? Or does this feel like truth? Because sometimes truth asks us to grow. Sometimes truth asks us to take a leap. Sometimes truth asks us to release what no longer serves us. And even then, there is a quietness to it, a certainty, peaceful certainty, a sacred simplicity. Your soul does not need to convince you, your soul already knows. So maybe this is the invitation for this week. It's not to hear more, but to doubt less. Not to seek another sign, but to trust the one already given. Allow all this to unfold naturally. And now take a deep breath and let's recite the mantra of the day. You can say it loudly to yourself. I do not need to think my way to every answer. I do not need to think my way to every answer. I do not need to think my way to every answer. I become quiet enough to receive the wisdom already within me. I become quiet enough to receive the wisdom already within me. I become quiet enough to receive the wisdom that is already there within me. Take a deep breath. Thank the masters. Thank the universe. Thank your inner self for simplifying it for me to understand. And now making it clear that it is me who has to decide what path I should follow. And this learning all has come to us through radical consciousness. So deep gratitude to Atman for bringing radical consciousness into our lives, to simplify our thinking, our healing, and our way forward. Now take a deep breath in, rub your palms together, massage your scalp, cup your eyes. Massage your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your body, your legs, your feet. See and feel yourself grounded. See and feel yourself aligned and in the knowing and synchronized with this renewed energy and vibrations. And when you feel a sense of fulfillment, take a deep breath and open your eyes. Any thoughts? Yes, Sagiri?
Good morning, Aarti. Thank you for this recitation. And also this tip that the mind is, sends urgent messages. A couple of days ago, I had to make a choice between 1 and 2. And the first, as you said, that quiet choice, it came in. And then I started, both were equally okay. I just had to choose between the two.
Yeah.
And the second one kept coming again and again and again and again. And I was thinking, why am I feeling this urgency? And I said, no, I'm not going to decide now. Let me take my time. So I stopped, and the next day I connected with the masters, and I used my pendulum also. And I got that the choice 1 was what I should decide.
Okay.
And now, after listening to you, I realize, I've understood rather that the urgency is the mind, pushing me, and it's not really an intuition. That's what I thought, since it's coming again, it's too.
Yes.
So that was very interesting. Thank you so much for clarifying that. Thank you.
Thank you, Sagari. Thank you for your input and feedback at the same time. Yes, once we understand.
I just wanted to, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I don't know, today your video is not clear. I don't know if it's only for me or for everyone.
Yeah, it's
if
not
you could
clear.
just ask.
It's not clear.
It's not clear?
It's not
No.
clear. Today it's
It's
blurry.
not clear.
Okay.
Probably the camera of your laptop may be blur, so you can clean it with a wipe it with a
I
napkin. That
I
will help
did
you.
do it in the morning. Maybe today it's my subconscious, it's the universe talking through a filter. I don't know. Camera is
Mm-hmm.
clear, but
Yeah.
thank you. I'll see again. Not right now, maybe later. And yeah.
So sorry to have interrupted you.
No, not
Please
at all.
carry on.
No. Oh, I forgot my chain of thoughts. It will come back. No worries. Yes, Nina.
जी मैम। गुड मॉर्निंग। 2 दिन हो गए आपको देखा नहीं था, बट मेरे को तो बड़ी डिफरेंट फीलिंग थी।
Mhm.
चक्रास आई फील फ्रंट बैक, and a lot of masters are there, different kind of masters are there। मतलब मुझे बुद्धा, मतलब एक योगी और वो सब तो दिखते ही हैं, बट आई
Ah,
सॉ सर्कल ऑन माय हेड, दे आर सेटिंग।
they're all there, always.
तो मतलब बड़ी डिफरेंट फीलिंग थी, जो बाहर आने का मन नहीं था, बट आना पड़ा। बट ये है कि हाँ, बच्चों के लिए जो क्वेश्चंस या फैमिली या कुछ चलते हैं, उसमें काफी क्लैरिटी आ गई
Hmm.
कि कितने हद तक जाना है हमें।
Hmm.
इट्स गुड।
Okay, wonderful.
यू सो मच।
You're welcome, Nina. Welcome. Yeah.
यस।
Anybody else would like to share their thoughts? Anything?
Hi, Aarti ma'am, I can share.
Yes, of course, Swaran. Tell me.
So, I have been in massive debates for nearly a year whether to follow my intuition or, to go back to what I was doing. And I've always questioned, no, but it will not give me that much money. I'm not sure. I think I'll fail. I'm so late in starting off, and I think now listening to this, it's just, I think, what I wanted to listen, stop questioning, just to see what happens. And then if that's what it is, then that's what it is, like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Very true. Now, I'll just give you an example. Suppose you make a choice that, something has to be done. And doing A may be a challenge, but doing B would be a safer point. But
ये
perhaps
दोनों के बीच में से लगवा
A,
दे या
A
एक
is
धक्का मार।
asking you to take the challenge. And because of that, it may seem very difficult. Okay. But what happens is, once you've suppose chosen A because you felt guided, you felt, okay, let me try it. And then you say, why did I do it? I could have taken the other choice. Why did I follow, A? But that's why perhaps the universe wanted you to go to experience that challenge so that your journey further becomes simplified.
yeah,
If we
yeah,
keep following B and thinking, okay, fear makes us follow B. And if we are
yeah,
following B and thinking, and then later not coming out of it at all, and
yeah,
wondering, why is the universe or the inner voice not guiding me? The
yeah,
inner voice may also guide you to fall.
yeah,
Take that, hurt, take that blame, take that wound, because you are supposed to shine brighter with the brilliance of that fall or the wound when you come out of it. Okay?
okay,
So
okay,
learn to listen to your inner voice, and that training, it's not a training, it's just it comes, no, suddenly.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so just learn to listen to it. Yeah,
okay, thank you.
you're welcome. Anyone else? Yes, Ritu?
Yes, ma'am. This is really touching my heart, and this is a lifelong problem with me. So it turns into a habit now. So
Yeah.
yeah. So when I was doing these recitations, it comes to my mind that it all needs courage.
Exactly. Because you're operating till now out of fear.
Yeah.
तो
So
आपने खुद
now,
ही कह दिया, you yourself have said it, courage. So fear का
yes,
opposite तो courage ही होता है ना. So you have
courage.
to
Yes,
operate out
yes.
of courage.
So how to change this habit? Shall I write it regularly? I am unable to.
Write it regularly if you want. This whole recitation maybe was meant for
Do.
you and
Yeah.
guided through you. So you can choose which ones resonate with you in that. Don't think with the logical mind. Instantly glance through it and see, okay, this is it. sometimes that particular affirmation may not make sense. You might say, but I'm not feeling that right now. But if your resonance told you this is it, pick it up and then write it down. 21 times daily. Choose one daily and write it down.
Okay.
21 times.
Okay. Got
Yeah?
it.
At
Got
least
it.
for 7 days, each one. Okay? I'm not saying
Each
do
day.
all of them together, but you can choose one or two and write them down 21 times each for 21 days or 7 days, your choice. Then go to the next one. Then go to the next one. Because if this is your story and you have to come out of it, I think it will make sense for you to do this. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Yes, Ramandeep.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Yeah, actually, in this recitation, I just realized, like, for my daughter, we had to choose between two colleges,
Ah,
and one is the obvious, the known one, the best one, and the other one where everyone is saying there are not many studies, and she'll be in a hostel, she'll be away from you, it's a party place. Yet, I don't know why I kept feeling that the other one is better for her
okay.
than to go to the one which everyone has been saying that we made a wrong decision,
Uh-huh.
and we should have chosen the first one.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I still feel that the second one is good for her, so we are going ahead with that. But
Mhm.
I'm still seeking validation. I'm checking with people. Someone will say that a decision is right. but but today, after listening to this recitation, I was like, yeah, maybe it's just the intuition that this is what will be good for her.
Yeah. So again, voices never guide you wrongly. It's not about the money, it's not about the fame, it's not about anything else. Gut feeling and the intuition tells you and where to sort of, follow it up and see. What about your daughter? Is she also happy with that?
Yeah, she decided that, and she wants to go there. Though money-wise, it's more expensive, and she'll be away. Somehow, I don't know. I feel that it'll be good for her if she's away from home now that
Yes.
she's 17. That
Awesome.
it'll help her in, developing her personality, and it'll be better for me also because when I'm at home, I'm pampering her and taking care of everything. So that way, I feel it'll be better. Though name-wise, it is not as known as the most prestigious college, and everyone
Okay.
felt
It's
that she
okay.
should
It's
have
okay.
joined.
There must be a reason that this is happening. That's okay. So don't doubt yourself. Okay. Thank you for
Thank
giving a
you.
practical example. Thank you so much.
Well,
Yes, Srividya.
Hi, ma'am. So I just wanted to tell that when I saw the like your image was hazy, right? I mean, we observed everybody. I think even I observed initially, but then I understood it as a sign that initially that my inner voice is there, it is visible, but because it is hazy, I need to clear the fog, mental that kitty party and everything. So to reach there, I need to do some work and then come there. It was so apt. Like I was just thinking, like when it started, only like it just occurred to me in my mind that that inner voice is there, but I'm not able to see it clearly right now. That was the exact thing I was like, I just got to me. I thought I should share. Yeah.
Wow. Because my screen is totally clean, honestly. And I'm really surprised. But then I think this is the collective inner voice of everybody speaking through the haze. I think that's how I will look at it. And I think that's a beautiful metaphor. So anyway, thank you so much for it, all of you. And any other questions or any other doubts anybody has? No. Yeah. Okay. So all the best, and then see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Same. Yeah, 10 a.m. for the same thing. Lucid reading tomorrow. Okay? Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Thank you, ma'am.
See you.
Bye, thank you.